Chosen ones, the time is now. God's message for you today. Stop scrolling. Stop doubting. Stop wondering if this moment was meant for you. This isn't just another video. This is heaven's urgent whisper, piercing through the noise of your life, calling you to a divine appointment that's been written in the stars since before you took your first breath. Picture a radiant scroll unfurling in the courts of eternity, your name etched in golden light, trembling with the weight of a destiny only you can fulfill. Your heart is racing, isn't it? That's not anxiety. That's awakening. That's the Holy Spirit stirring your soul, confirming that this message isn't random. It's for you, chosen one, and the time is now. You've been carrying burdens that others can't see. Sleepless nights, wondering why your prayers seem to echo into silence. Closed doors that left you questioning your worth. Moments when you felt invisible, overlooked, forgotten. But what if every tear you've shed was a seed planted in divine soil? What if every rejection was God's protection, redirecting you to a path so glorious it could only be revealed in His perfect timing? Jeremiah 29:11 declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Those struggles weren't punishment, they were preparation. Your pain wasn't random, it was purposeful. You weren't broken, you were being built for a breakthrough that will shake generations. This video unveils a unique truth. The doubts holding you back are not your defeat, they're the very keys to your spiritual awakening. Doubt isn't the enemy, it's the doorway. Every time you've questioned God's plan, every moment you've wrestled with fear, you were standing at the edge of a divine transformation. Think about Thomas in the Bible, forever called Doubting Thomas. He questioned Jesus' resurrection, demanding to touch his wounds. But when Jesus appeared, Thomas didn't just believe, he worshipped, declaring, "My Lord and my God." His doubt wasn't his downfall. It was the path to a faith so unshakable it carried him to martyrdom. Your doubts, chosen one, are not disqualifying you, they're qualifying you for a personal transformation that will radiate divine purpose. Right now, heaven is leaning in, waiting for your response. This isn't a casual invitation. It's a divine deadline. The clock is ticking, and the atmosphere around you is electric with anticipation. Can you feel it? That stirring in your chest? That quickening in your spirit? It's not coincidence. It's God saying, the time is now. You're not here by accident. You were guided to this message because you're on the verge of stepping into a prosperous life, a life of abundance and overflowing blessings. But to claim it, you must act. If this message is igniting a fire in your soul, consider supporting this ministry through Super Thanks below. Your seed doesn't just fuel a channel, it helps spread God's message of divine provision to chosen ones still searching for their breakthrough. Whether you give or simply receive, know that your presence here is ordained. Let's talk about Sarah, a single mother from Charlotte, North Carolina. For years, she prayed for financial freedom, working 2 jobs to keep her kids fed, her dreams buried under bills. Doubt consumed her, doubt that God saw her, doubt that her faith mattered. But one night she stumbled across a message like this one. Her heart raced as she heard, "Your doubt is your doorway." Instead of giving up, she wrote down one goal: to start a small catering business. She took a leap, using her last $200, 0 cents, to buy ingredients, and within a month, a local church ordered trays for an event. Today, Sarah's business employs 3 people, and she's debt-free. Her doubt didn't stop her. It drove her to action. What's your doubt telling you to do, chosen one? What step have you delayed because fear whispered you're not enough? The enemy wants you to believe your doubts are chains, but God says they're chisels, carving you into a vessel for His glory. Every time you've felt unworthy, you are being refined. Every time you've questioned your purpose, you are being realigned. Psalm 139:14 proclaims, "I am fearfully and wonderfully made." You weren't created to shrink in doubt, but to shine in faith. Your faith journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And right now, God is inviting you to take 3 specific steps to unlock your divine purpose. First, write down one goal you want to achieve this week. It could be applying for a job, starting a project, or forgiving someone. Put it on paper to make it real. Second, call or text someone you've been meaning to reconnect with. A friend, a family member, someone who needs your light. Third, take one small action toward a dream you've delayed. Register a domain name, sketch a business idea, or pray boldly for guidance. These steps aren't random. They're your bridge from doubt to destiny. Imagine standing before a majestic door, your name carved in shimmering gold, pulsing with the promise of God's plan. This door doesn't lead to temporary blessings. It opens to a legacy of wealth creation and spiritual awakening. But doubt is the fog clouding your vision, whispering that you're not ready, that you've failed too many times. Listen closely. Your past doesn't disqualify you, it authenticates you. Consider David, a shepherd boy who doubted his strength against Goliath. Yet, with a slingshot and faith, he felled a giant. His doubt didn't stop him, it fueled his courage. What giant is standing in your way? Is it fear of failure? Financial lack? A broken relationship? Name it, chosen one, because naming your doubt strips its power and positions you for a breakthrough. You're not alone in this. Across the world, thousands of chosen ones are wrestling with the same doubts, standing at their own doors, feeling the same holy tremble. You're part of a divine family, bound by purpose, not perfection. If your spirit is stirring, type, "I am stepping through my doubt" in the comments below. Your declaration isn't just for you, it's a beacon for someone else doubting their worth. Sharing your faith journey builds a community of warriors, each step inspiring another. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join thousands of chosen souls staying connected to their prosperous life. Your click is a commitment to your destiny. Let's talk about what's on the other side of this door. It's not just financial freedom or healed relationships, it's authority. The kind of authority that shifts atmospheres, breaks generational curses, and births revival. Picture a boardroom where your voice carries kingdom strategies, or a living room where your prayers mend broken hearts. This is the abundant life Jesus promised in John 10:10. A life overflowing with purpose, not just possessions. But to step through, you must trust that your doubts are part of God's design. They're not roadblocks. They're signposts, pointing you to the exact place where His power will shine brightest. Consider Maria, a teacher from Seattle who doubted her ability to lead. She felt called to start a mentorship program for at-risk youth, but hesitated, fearing she lacked the skills. One Sunday she wrote her goal: launch the program by summer. She called a colleague for support and took one action: drafting a proposal. Within weeks, a local nonprofit funded her vision. Today, her program serves 50 teens, and Maria's doubt has become her testimony. What's your testimony waiting to be written? Your 3 steps, writing a goal, reaching out, taking action, are your keys. Don't add more steps. These are enough. Act on them and watch God move. The enemy is trembling because he knows your doubt is losing its grip. Every time you choose faith over fear, you're dismantling his lies. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Your faith is the currency of heaven, purchasing miracles you can't yet see. But faith doesn't wait for clarity. It moves in the fog. Your spiritual awakening is happening now, not tomorrow. The time is now, chosen one, to step through the fog of doubt into the clarity of God's promise. But what if the doubt you're wrestling with is the very spark that ignites your greatest breakthrough? You're still here, chosen one, and that's no accident. The fact that you're listening, that your spirit is still stirred, means you're closer to your divine purpose than you realize. Picture a vast celestial clock, its hands ticking with divine precision, aligning this very moment with the promises God sealed in your soul before the world began. Your doubts, those whispers of, what if I'm not enough? Or what if I fail? They're not your captors, they're your catalysts, pushing you toward a breakthrough that will redefine your faith journey. This isn't just about stepping through a door. It's about stepping into the fullness of who God created you to be. A vessel of abundance, a beacon of personal transformation, a warrior for His plan. Let's pause and breathe in that truth. You've been through storms that should have broken you. Rejection that stung like fire. Nights when you cried out, God, where are you? Yet here you are, still standing, still believing, still hoping. That resilience isn't human, it's divine. It's the mark of a chosen one, handpicked for a prosperous life that overflows with divine provision. Romans 8:28 assures us, all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. Every doubt, every closed door, every moment of uncertainty was weaving a tapestry of triumph you're only now beginning to see. Your struggles were never meant to destroy you, they were shaping you for a destiny that will echo through generation. Think about Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. Doubt must have haunted him in that Egyptian dungeon. Did I mishear God's promise? Was my dream a lie? But every hardship was a stepping stone to His divine purpose. Genesis 50:20 reveals His revelation. You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good. Your doubts, chosen one, are not your end. They're your beginning. They're the raw material God is using to craft a story of wealth creation and spiritual awakening. What if the very thing you've been fighting, your uncertainty, is the key to unlocking the overflowing blessings waiting on the other side of this moment? Let's make this real. Imagine a woman named Daniel from Austin, Texas, a graphic designer who doubted his calling to start a faith-based art studio. For years he worked a safe corporate job, but his heart burned to create art that glorified God. Doubt told him, you're not talented enough, the market's too crowded. But one evening, inspired by a message like this, he took the 3 steps you've been given. He wrote his goal, launch my studio by spring. He called a mentor for advice. He took one action, posting his artwork online. Within weeks, a local gallery offered him a showcase. Today, Daniel's studio funds scholarships for young artists, and his doubt has become a testimony of divine provision. Your story is next, chosen one. Those 3 steps, write your goal, reach out, take action, are your map. Don't overcomplicate it. Act now and watch God turn your doubt into destiny. The enemy knows your potential, and that's why he's weaponizing your doubt. He doesn't need to stop you, he just needs to slow you down, to keep you questioning until the window of opportunity closes. But here's the truth that shatters his lies. Your doubt doesn't scare God, it draws Him closer. Psalm 34:18 says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Your moments of uncertainty are when God's strength shines brightest, transforming your weakness into a platform for His power. This is your moment of spiritual awakening, not because you're perfect, but because you're willing to move through the fog of doubt toward the clarity of His promise. Visualize a radiant river, its waters sparkling with the light of heaven, flowing toward a horizon of endless possibility. This river is your faith journey, and every doubt you faced is a stone in its bed, shaping its course but never stopping its flow. You're not stuck. You're moving toward a prosperous life, a life of financial freedom and divine purpose. But to reach it, you must keep walking. Those 3 steps, writing your goal, reaching out, taking action, are your next steps across this river. Don't wait for the water to part. Step in and trust God to make a way. Your breakthrough isn't coming, it's here, waiting for you to claim it with courage. If your spirit is leaping right now, if you feel the weight of doubt lifting, type "I am stepping through my doubt" in the comments below. Your words aren't just a comment, they're a declaration, a signal to heaven that you're ready for your personal transformation. And when you comment, pray for the person above you. Your prayer could be the spark that ignites their breakthrough. You're not alone in this. Thousands of chosen ones are standing with you, each one wrestling with doubt, each one stepping toward their divine purpose. This is your community, your army, your family bound by faith. Let's talk about what's waiting for you. Beyond this moment lies a life of abundance, not just material wealth, but peace that surpasses understanding, joy that overflows, and purpose that transforms lives. Picture a table set before you, laden with blessings you didn't earn, but were destined to receive. Ephesians 3:20 promises, God is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. Your doubts have limited your imagination, but God's plan knows no limits. He's calling you to a life where your faith journey becomes a beacon, where your wealth creation inspires others, where your spiritual awakening sparks revival. But to reach it, you must trust that your doubts are part of the process, not the problem. The time is now, chosen one, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, now. The celestial clock is ticking, and heaven is watching. Your 3 steps are your keys, and your doubt is your doorway. Don't let fear rewrite your story. Don't let uncertainty steal your legacy. You were chosen for this moment, crafted for this purpose, anointed for this breakthrough. But what if the doubt you're facing isn't a barrier at all, but a divine invitation to trust God like never before? Chosen one, you're standing at a sacred threshold, where the fog of doubt meets the brilliance of divine purpose. The air around you is charged, like the moment before a storm breaks, heavy with the promise of a breakthrough that will redefine your faith journey. Picture a golden key in your hand, etched with your name, trembling with the weight of God's plan for your life. This key doesn't unlock a door of temporary blessings, it opens a vault of abundance, a legacy of wealth creation, and a spiritual awakening that will ripple through generations. Your doubts, those nagging whispers of, "What if I'm not ready?" or "What if I've missed my chance?" They're not your enemies. They're your allies, guiding you to the exact place where God's power will shine through your weakness. The time is now, and heaven is holding its breath, waiting for you to turn the key. Let's ground this in truth. You faced moments that tested your faith, job losses, broken relationships, dreams that seemed to crumble. Each one felt like a dead end, a reason to doubt God's promise. But what if those moments were divine detours, redirecting you to a prosperous life you couldn't yet see? Romans 5:3-4 tells us, "We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character. And character produces..." Your doubts have built your endurance, shaped your character, and ignited a hope that refuses to die. That hope is your compass, pointing you toward a destiny of overflowing blessings. You're not wandering, you're being led step by step to a moment of personal transformation that will leave you in awe of God's faithfulness. Consider Esther, a young orphan who doubted her ability to save her people. When Mordecai told her to approach the king uninvited, fear gripped her heart. "What if I perish?" she must have thought. Yet she acted despite her doubt, declaring, "If I perish, I perish." Her courage turned doubt into a doorway, and she saved a nation. Esther 4:14 reminds us, "Who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" Your doubts don't disqualify you, they position you for a divine purpose. Like Esther, you're here for a reason, chosen for a moment that demands your yes. Your 3 steps, writing a goal, reaching out, taking action, are your yes. Don't add more steps. These are your bridge to a breakthrough. Let's make this practical with a story. Meet James, a mechanic from Detroit who doubted his dream of opening a community repair shop. For years he worked long hours, his vision buried under self-doubt. "I don't have the money. I'm not a leader." But one night, inspired by a message like this, he took action. He wrote his goal: "Open my shop by year's end." He called a friend who owned a small business for advice. He took one step, renting a small garage space with his savings. Within months, local churches partnered with him to fund free repairs for single parents. Today, James' shop is a hub of hope, employing 5 people and serving hundreds. His doubt didn't stop him. It drove him to his divine provision. Your doubt is doing the same, chosen one. Take your 3 steps and watch God move. The enemy is panicking because he sees your potential. He knows that every doubt you overcome is a blow to his lies. He doesn't want you to step into a life of financial freedom where your wealth creation inspires others, or a faith journey that sparks revival. That's why he amplifies your doubts, whispering that you're too late, too broken, too ordinary. But 2 Corinthians 12:9 declares, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Your doubts are where God's grace shines brightest, transforming your uncertainty into a testimony of His strength. This is your spiritual awakening, not a distant dream, but a present reality. The time is now to claim it. Visualize a radiant path stretching before you, lined with glowing lanterns, each one representing a promise God has spoken over your life. This path leads to a life of abundance, where your prayers for healing, provision, and purpose are answered beyond your imagination, but doubt is the shadow that dims the lanterns, making the path seem unclear. Your 3 steps, writing a goal, reaching out, taking action, are your light, dispelling the shadow and illuminating your way. Don't wait for the path to be fully lit. Step forward and trust God to guide your feet. Your breakthrough is not a destination, it's a decision, and you're making it now. If your heart is pounding, if you feel a holy fire igniting within, type "I am stepping through my doubt" in the comments below. Your declaration is a spark that could ignite someone else's faith. When you comment, lift up the person above you in prayer. Your words could be the key to their breakthrough. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join a community of chosen ones walking toward their prosperous life. Your click is a commitment to stay connected to God's plan for you. You're not alone. Thousands are with you, each one turning their doubt into a doorway. What's on the other side of this moment? A life where your faith journey becomes a beacon, where your personal transformation inspires others, where your divine purpose shifts atmospheres. Picture a family reconciled because you dared to reach out, a business thriving because you took one action, a community transformed because you refused to let doubt win. This is the abundant life Jesus promised, not just for eternity, but for now. John 10:10 says, "I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." Your doubts are not stealing this life. They're preparing you to receive it in full. The time is now, chosen one. The celestial clock is ticking and heaven is watching. Your 3 steps are your keys, and your doubt is your invitation. Don't let fear rewrite your story. Don't let uncertainty steal your legacy. You were chosen for this moment, crafted for this purpose, anointed for this breakthrough. But what if the doubt you're wrestling with is the very spark that will light the fire of your greatest victory? Chosen one, you're still here, and that's a divine signal. The fact that you haven't clicked away, that your spirit is still tethered to this message, means you're standing on holy ground, moments away from a breakthrough that will mark your life forever. Picture a celestial tapestry, woven with threads of your prayers, your tears, and your doubts, now shimmering with the light of God's promise. Each doubt you've faced, every "what if I'm not enough?" or "what if it's too late?" is a thread in this masterpiece, not a flaw, but a feature, guiding you to a moment of spiritual awakening. This isn't just a video, it's a divine interruption, a call to step into a prosperous life of abundance and divine purpose. The time is now, and the question isn't whether God is ready, it's whether you'll trust Him through your doubt to unlock your destiny. Let's anchor this in truth. Your life hasn't been easy. You've faced rejections that cut deep, dreams that seemed to vanish, moments when you wondered if God had forgotten your name. Those doubts felt like weights, dragging you down. But what if they were wings, lifting you toward a faith journey that's uniquely yours? Isaiah 40:31 proclaims, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles." Your doubts haven't grounded you. They've taught you to fly, to trust God's timing over your own. Every closed door was a redirection, every setback a setup for a comeback. You're not lost. You're being led to a life of financial freedom and overflowing blessings, where your doubts become your testimony. Think about Moses, a man riddled with doubt when God called him at the burning bush. "Who am I to lead?" he asked. "What if they don't believe me?" His doubts were loud, but God's voice was louder. Exodus 4:12 says, "Now go, I will help you speak, and will teach you what to say." Moses' doubt didn't disqualify him. It drew God's power closer, turning a stuttering shepherd into a deliverer of nations. Your doubts, chosen one, are doing the same. They are not barriers. They're bridges to your divine purpose. Your 3 steps, writing a goal, reaching out, taking action, are your way across. Don't complicate it. These steps are enough to carry you from doubt to destiny. Let's bring this home with a story. Meet Aisha, a nurse from Atlanta who doubted her calling to write a book about her journey through grief. After losing her mother, she felt God nudging her to share her story, but doubt whispered, "Who would read it? I'm no writer." One evening, inspired by a message like this, she took action. She wrote her goal: "Finish my first chapter this month." She reached out to a writing coach she met at church. She took 1 step, typing the first page. Within a year, her self-published book reached hundreds, offering hope to those grieving. Aisha's doubt didn't stop her. It fueled her personal transformation. Your doubt is no different, chosen one. Take your 3 steps and watch God turn your uncertainty into a beacon of hope. The enemy is trembling because he sees your awakening. He knows that every doubt you overcome is a strike against his kingdom. He wants you to stay stuck, questioning your worth, delaying your divine provision. But Philippians 4:13 declares, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Your doubts don't define you, Christ does. Your spiritual awakening is unfolding now, not in some distant future. You're on the verge of a breakthrough that will shift your life and the lives of those around you. Your wealth creation isn't just for you. It's for the community you'll uplift, the dreams you'll fund, the legacy you'll build. But to claim it, you must move through the fog of doubt with faith. Imagine a radiant lighthouse, its beam cutting through a stormy night, guiding ships to safety. You are that lighthouse, chosen one, and your doubts are the storm. Your 3 steps. Writing a goal, reaching out, taking action are your beam, piercing the darkness and illuminating your path to a prosperous life. Don't wait for the storm to calm. Shine now, and trust God to guide your steps. Your breakthrough isn't a dream, it's a decision, one you're making with every moment you stay engaged with this message. The time is now to step into the authority God has given you, to claim the abundance He's prepared. If your spirit is ablaze, if you feel doubt giving way to faith, type, "I am stepping through my doubt" in the comments below. Your declaration is a spark that could light someone else's path. Pray for the person who commented before you. Their breakthrough might depend on your words. And join thousands of chosen ones by liking this video and subscribing to stay connected to your faith journey. Your click is a commitment to your divine purpose, a signal to heaven that you're ready for what's next. You're not alone in this. You're part of a global family, each one turning doubt into destiny. What awaits you? A life where your personal transformation becomes a testimony, where your divine provision overflows, where your spiritual awakening ignites revival. Picture a family healed because you reached out, a business thriving because you took action, a world touched because you dared to believe. This is the abundant life promised in John 10:10, not just for eternity but for today. Your doubts are not stealing this life. They're preparing you to embrace it fully. The time is now, chosen one, to step through the fog and claim your place in God's plan. But what if the doubt you're facing is the very flame that will forge your greatest victory? Chosen one, the fact that you're still here, still listening, still feeling that holy stir in your spirit is proof that you're not just surviving. You're thriving in the crucible of God's plan. Picture a majestic mountain peak, shrouded in mist, its summit glowing with the light of divine purpose. Your doubts, those moments of, "Am I worthy?" or "Is this really for me?" are the clouds that obscure the path. But they're not your prison. They're your invitation to climb higher, to step into a prosperous life of abundance and spiritual awakening. This moment isn't random, it's a divine appointment, orchestrated by heaven to call you into a faith journey that will shift generations. The time is now, and the summit is closer than you think. Let's root this in truth. You've carried burdens others couldn't fathom. Financial strain, broken dreams, silent struggles that left you questioning God's presence. Each doubt felt like a stone in your path, heavy and immovable. But what if those stones were building a staircase to your divine destiny? 1 Peter 5:7 says, "Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you." Your doubts aren't a sign of failure, they're a signal that God is near, ready to carry what you can't. Every moment you've wrestled with uncertainty has been a divine preparation, forging you into a vessel for wealth creation and personal transformation. You're not stuck. You're being sculpted for a breakthrough that will leave the enemy in defeat. Consider Gideon, a man consumed by doubt when God called him a mighty warrior. Hiding in a winepress, he questioned, "How can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest." Judges 6:15 captures his hesitation, but God's response was unwavering. "I will be with you." Gideon's doubt didn't disqualify him. It drew God's assurance closer, turning a fearful farmer into a leader who changed history. Your doubts, chosen one, are doing the same. They're not roadblocks. They're gateways to your divine purpose. Your 3 steps: writing a goal, reaching out, taking action, are your keys to unlock this gateway. Don't overthink it. These steps are your bridge from doubt to a life of overflowing blessings. Let's make this tangible with a story. Meet Rachel, a barista from Portland who doubted her ability to start a non-profit for homeless youth. For years she felt God's nudge, but hesitated, thinking, "I'm too young. I don't have the resources." One night, inspired by a message like this, she took action. She wrote her goal: launch my non-profit by next summer. She reached out to a local pastor for guidance. She took one step, creating a crowdfunding page. Within months, donations poured in, and a community center offered space. Today, Rachel's nonprofit serves dozens of teens, and her doubt has become a testimony of divine provision. Your doubt is no different, chosen one. Take your 3 steps and watch God turn your uncertainty into a legacy. The enemy is desperate to keep you paralyzed. He knows that every doubt you conquer is a victory for God's kingdom. He wants you to delay, to question your worth, to miss the window of financial freedom and spiritual awakening. But Ephesians 6:10 commands, "Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power." Your doubts don't own you. God's strength does. Your faith journey is unfolding now, not in some far-off season. You're on the cusp of a breakthrough that will ripple through your family, your community, your world. Your wealth creation isn't just for you. It's for the lives you'll touch, the dreams you'll fund, the hope you'll ignite. But to seize it, you must trust that your doubts are part of God's design. Visualize a radiant dawn breaking over a vast valley, its light piercing the shadows of doubt that have clouded your heart. This valley is your faith journey, and every step you take, writing your goal, reaching out, taking action, carries you closer to a prosperous life. The mist of doubt may linger, but it can't stop the sunrise. Your breakthrough isn't a distant hope. It's a present reality, waiting for you to claim it with courage. Don't wait for perfect clarity. Step into the light and trust God to guide your path. The time is now to embrace the authority He's given you, to walk boldly into the abundance He's prepared. If your spirit is soaring, if you feel doubt giving way to faith, type, "I am stepping through my doubt" in the comments below. Your declaration is a flame that could spark someone else's breakthrough. Pray for the person above you. Their victory might hinge on your words. And join thousands of chosen ones by liking this video and subscribing to stay anchored to your divine purpose. Your click is a vow to pursue your prosperous life with unwavering faith. You're not alone. You're part of a holy remnant, each one turning doubt into destiny. What's waiting for you? A life where your personal transformation becomes a lighthouse, where your divine provision overflows, where your spiritual awakening sets captives free. Picture a family restored because you reached out, a business flourishing because you took action, a generation inspired because you refused to let doubt win. This is the abundant life Jesus promised in John 10:10, not just for tomorrow, but for today. Your doubts are not stealing this life. They're preparing you to embrace it fully. The time is now, chosen one, to step through the mist and claim your place in God's plan. But what if the doubt you're facing is the very ember that will ignite the fire of your eternal legacy? Chosen one, you're standing at the edge of eternity, where the whispers of doubt meet the thunder of God's promise. The fact that you're still here, heart-pounding, spirit-stirred, is a divine declaration that you were made for this moment. Picture a celestial throne room, its walls echoing with your name, angels leaning forward, waiting for your next move. Your doubts, those haunting questions of, am I enough? Or is this my time? Aren't chains holding you back. They're the sparks that ignite your spiritual awakening, the fuel for a faith journey that will blaze through generations. This is your divine appointment, a call to step into a prosperous life of abundance and divine purpose. The time is now, and heaven is ready to move with you. Let's ground this in truth. You've walked through valleys others couldn't survive, financial struggles, broken relationships, dreams that seemed to die. Each doubt felt like a wound, a reason to give up. But what if those wounds were windows, letting God's light pour into your soul? Psalm 35 declares, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." Your doubts have been your night, but the morning of your breakthrough is breaking now. Every tear you've shed has been collected in God's bottle. Every prayer you've whispered has been heard. Every doubt you've faced has been a divine preparation for a life of wealth creation and personal transformation. You're not defeated. You're destined for overflowing blessings. Think about Abraham, a man who doubted God's promise of a son. At 75, with a barren wife, he questioned, "How can this be?" Genesis 15:5 captures God's response, "Look up at the sky and count the stars. If indeed you can count them, so shall your offspring be." Abraham's doubt didn't stop God's plan. It deepened his faith, turning a wandering nomad into the father of nations. Your doubts, chosen one, are no different. They're not your downfall. They're your doorway to a divine purpose. Your 3 steps: writing a goal, reaching out, taking action, are your path through this doorway. Don't add more. These are your keys to a life of financial freedom and spiritual awakening. Let's make this real with one final story. Meet Liam, a carpenter from Denver who doubted his calling to mentor young men in his community. After growing up without a father, he felt God urging him to guide others, but doubt whispered, "You're too broken to lead." One Sunday, inspired by a message like this, he acted. He wrote his goal: start a mentorship group by fall. He reached out to his pastor for support. He took one step, inviting 3 teens to a woodworking workshop. Within a year, Liam's group grew to 20, offering hope to boys who felt lost. His doubt didn't stop him. It became his testimony of divine provision. Your doubt is your testimony waiting to be written, chosen one. Take your 3 steps and watch God craft your story into a beacon of hope. The enemy is in panic mode because he sees your awakening. He knows that every doubt you overcome is a dagger to his lies. He wants you to stay frozen, questioning your worth, missing the window of your breakthrough. But Isaiah 41:10 thunders, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." Your doubts don't own you. God does. Your faith journey is cresting now, not in some distant future. You're on the brink of a life where your wealth creation funds dreams, where your personal transformation heals hearts, where your spiritual awakening sparks revival. But to claim it, trust that your doubts are the embers of God's fire, kindling your eternal legacy. Visualize a radiant gate, its surface pulsing with divine light, your name etched in letters that shimmer like stars. This gate is your destiny, and your 3 steps, writing a goal, reaching out, taking action, are the keys that swing it wide. Doubt is the shadow at its threshold, but it cannot stop you. Step through and you'll enter a life of abundance where prayers are answered, relationships restored, and purposes fulfilled. Don't wait for the shadow to fade. Step now and watch God's light flood your path. Your breakthrough isn't a hope, it's a reality, sealed in heaven, waiting for your faith to claim it. The time is now to walk boldly into the authority God has given you. If your spirit is soaring, if doubt is crumbling under the weight of truth, type "I am enough" in the comments below. Your declaration is a spark that could set someone else's soul ablaze. Pray for the person above you. They're fighting the same battle, and your prayer might be their breakthrough. You're not alone. You're part of a holy army, thousands strong, each one turning doubt into destiny. And if this message has stirred your heart, consider sowing a seed through Super Thanks below. Your gift doesn't just support a channel, it spreads God's message of divine provision to chosen ones still searching. Whether you give or receive, your presence here is a miracle. Let's close this sacred moment with a prayer, sealing your commitment to step through doubt into destiny. Place your hand on your heart, feel its rhythm, and know it's beating in sync with heaven's pulse. Heavenly Father, I come before you in the name of Jesus, lifting up every chosen one hearing this message. You see their doubts, their struggles, their silent cries. Right now I break every chain of fear, every lie of unworthiness, every barrier the enemy has built. Fill them with your strength, your peace, your fire. Let their 3 steps, writing a goal, reaching out, taking action, open gates no man can shut. Restore their families,